Okay, where... why... That's too many. That's... too many islands, in my opinion. Okay. Screw it. No, I'm not searching through them yet. That can be... Ow. You know what? Not bad farms, though. Could do with some improvement, but I get the aesthetic part. Ow. My head. I haven't flown in too long. You know, I probably should have predicted that one. Ow, my head. Yeah, I probably should have predicted that. Hey, idiot.
Kron.
Hi. Screw the armor. Hi.
Hi. Took you long enough to show up.
Yeah, things happened.
I could tell.
This simply happened before the cycle, so...
Well, I suppose we both have things to explain then.
Yeah. Hold on. My lack of sleeping is showing.
Yeah, you and me both.
Yeah, fair enough. I have a place we could go that's a bit safer than just standing under a dock if you want to go.
I'll follow you.
It's not far. Just evert more out of the way.
Fair enough.
Oh, the purchase from the electricals, of course.
Yeah, didn't see that listed.
Bobby, I think, was the one that's been doing it.
Fair enough. Haven't really been near spawn recently, so...
Fair. Welcome to the farming group. Oh, it's gay. Fair enough.
Huh.
Don't put a bunch of farmers together is what we learnt.
Clearly.
It's not that bad. No, in fairness. Yeah, it used to be.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Wait, how many? Oh yeah, we have a lack of emeralds. Hold on, is one of these on? Need to double check this. Okay, none of them are on. That's empty, of course. You're not sure.
Again, not gonna question things.
Yeah. One, you can use these guys if you need things. I think we have a book for every enchantment. XP ball guys at the end. String guys in there.
Good to know.
Oh, and your favourite instant damage arrows are around as well.
Oh, good.
Yeah, welcome to pretty much where I've been living since I appeared again. Apparently our sister before me.
Yeah. I did meet her.
Oh, you finally met her?
It was near the start of the cycle, yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, never saw her again after that, though, but...
I don't think me and her and Q can exist at the same time. So when I came back, she went home. Would I have liked her to stay? Yes, but, you know. The world's are fucking stupid.
Well, maybe I'll get another chance at some point.
True. Yeah, you should see her in combat. Although, more of the assassin type, but... You don't see her coming
Seems a bit more familiar to you than...
Well, she's only familiar to me because I grew up with her.
More than me. Still plays.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do we have so many... 1, 2... Are people allergic to sitting next to each other? What? I'm not sure.
Again, not gonna question it at this point.
No.
So, when did you get back then?
Which time?
How long was our sister even here?
As just a week, I believe. My body was dragged back here. I wasn't the one in control for a while, actually.
What?
One of the gods I made a deal with got pissy at me because I was killing too much.
Of course.
He's a god of, well, healing. He requires some killing, but I went overboard cycle 2.
Uh-huh.
I don't think over 200 kills was too much.
Yeah, okay.
But I essentially got put in timeout.
There is still so much you have not told me. Clearly.
I think that goes both ways, brother.
I mean, yes, but still applies. Means when I can actually see you and not some stupid god taking your place.
The god didn't take my place. Iterum doesn't
You
do
know
that.
what I mean.
No, I have a parasite living inside my head instead. Another one.
Oh good, even better.
He goes by the name of Ragnarok, I think. Yeah. Kind of just a parasite that's there just to keep me in check.
Sounds like it could be worse.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not that bad. Just is when it's out for a long period of time. Oh shit, speaking
Fair
of,
enough.
please go and check on Embrin if you can. Or if you can find them. I haven't been able to.
If I can find them, I've been barely able to find anybody this cycle.
Yeah, that was the key word of if you can find.
I mean, I definitely still need to talk to both Embrin and Cosmic. Still don't fully understand that.
Don't let me near Cosmic, he might not live to see the next second.
What do you mean by that?
So, last cycle, we essentially... Midas put the server in essentially maintenance. And so, a leader dragged us all to Exeria. Goliath was there.
Exeria?
Yeah. Oh, do you not know who Exeria is? Oh.
I have no idea what you're talking about now.
That's a leader's
When
homeworld.
I know about that whole maintenance thing, but I wasn't pulled with all of you. I just got pulled into another void again.
Yeah, a leader pulled, I think it was Goliath.
So he was around.
Yeah, he very much was. Found out don't put him and Wolf in a room together. That's another explanation for another day.
Clearly.
Okay. Goliath was around. He got pulled with everyone else into Exeria. I also wasn't around for a couple of days. Well, in control of the body. Ragnarok wasn't for a couple of days. Okay, that was about 2 weeks.
Right.
Was it 2 weeks? It was 2 weeks. Was it? No, yeah, it was. Eventually, I got control back. Well, Ragnarok did. During the final event. Goliath won, by the way, so you have roughly 5 tokens now. Have fun with that, since you two seem to share tokens. Have
Good
fun.
to know.
And then we got dragged back. It wasn't control again. Then it got control again. And then it tried to help Cosmic. So you know how Cosmic and Ember are like 2 separate people, same body.
Yeah, I never really got much of an explanation for that.
None of us have an explanation for that. They just exist. And we all kind of nodded our heads and said, okay.
Well, all I know is the last time I properly saw them was 2 cycles ago.
Was that the box?
Yes, it was the box.
Yeah. So they were around last cycle. I spoke to them, but Ragnarok had no memories. We spoke to him then. They were around again this time. You specifically want to go check on an Embryn. I don't really care about Cosmic, but in fact, where is one? We've come to a learning curve of you take those off of me. That should give you an idea in itself.
Huh.
You're due to Ragnarok, your skulky boy might be a bit crispy.
Good to know.
If I could stab Ragnarok myself, I would.
So how do I know when this Ragnarok is around next?
He should tell you next time. But
good to know.
It should tell you next time, but as far as I'm aware, I'm staying for the foreseeable future as long as I don't overkill again. Which is kind of boring, but...
Do you have to, I guess?
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Well, as long as I get over 10 kills, it doesn't really matter how many kills as long as I don't go overboard.
Oh, speaking of things, when I was gone,
yeah,
I learned quite a bit more on how the scar actually works.
Oh, fun. Oh, yeah.
Because I noticed it's gotten a bit worse since I last saw you.
Blame Goliath and Cosmic?
I can understand Goliath. What the hell did Cosmic do?
Okay, the first half was my fault, the second half was Cosmic. So Goliath, in a sense, finished his hunt when we were in Exeria. AKA got stabbed through and through.
Sounds about right.
Oh, yeah. That's the back as well. I got a through and through from him. I then tried to help separate Cosmic and Embrin, which caused an explosion, making it worse again. Cosmic, however, was knocked out, which meant Embrin took control. Cosmic woke up, realised it didn't work, and thought I'd just exploded him and stabbed me and killed me.
I really need to talk to them. Shit. Okay.
This is why I'm going under the presence of, do not let me in 5 feet of that man. He's a dead man.
Good to know. I need to talk with everybody at this point.
Yeah.
I need to find Kairos again.
Kairos isn't in this cycle.
I know.
Apparently he's in Xeria, so do with that what you will.
You said it was Alita, right?
Mm-hmm. A leader can pull people in and out. It takes a lot of energy though, so don't overuse it.
Well, let's see even if it works.
Sure.
I'll think about that later. Every time I try and get to another world, I'm just pulled back into another void. It's been the same every single cycle. That's probably why Goliath was there instead of me anyway.
Because you physically can't be pulled to another world.
Exactly.
Yeah, well,
just pure and... where the emblem is.
Yeah, the weird thing for me is that I got a new tail. Oh yeah, my horns are different colours.
Let's see that.
It's weird.
I don't have it. Okay. Confirming things. Got it. Alright.
What?
I know what the emblem is doing.
Oh?
It's trying to... I don't know if it's... make new guardians to replace, make their own world.
Huh.
And if what I'm thinking is right, well, they are based in the end.
They got a new dragon.
And you look very, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not the worst.
I don't know the plan is beyond that, but...
either way, they've confirmed essentially that much to you.
At least that much, and a few other things, but that's why I need to talk to Kairos and at some point try and talk to Goliath.
Oh,
However that's gonna work.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be an interesting time for you.
Well, as far as I can tell, I guess similar to you and Lilia, we can't really be in the same place at the same time. When I left to try and talk to them about the scar, that's when Goliath
appeared.
Got here and basically locked me out.
This probably seems like a shitty idea, but do you want to just talk to each other through me? someone that you both talk to.
Sadly, you are the emblem right now.
I don't.
I'm not
completely
sure how
trust
much
the
I like
emblem.
either option.
Yeah, well, only stabbed me so many times. For it does nothing eventually, right? Besides, it seems to be pretty steady, not fast moving anymore.
That's...
It's pretty much kept this since
Okay.
it did the mass spread. Hasn't really moved or spread.
Interesting.
I know it's supposed to because of all the other cycles, but it hasn't.
No, it's definitely supposed to not slow down. Another thing to think about, I guess. That's fine.
Honestly, my only guess was because of how quickly it spread was. Well, it spread faster than it was supposed to, but that would probably just speed it up rather than slow it down.
Likely. I know it spreads faster for us than I know it has for at least Kairos.
Pretty much anyone else.
Exactly, yes.
Well, yeah, Leader's got the scar now. Last I checked, anyway. Yeah. Yeah, the list of people with it is me, Kairos, and Leader.
Good to know.
I thought in specific you'd want to know that, Sam.
Yes, that's definitely... That's fine. If not this time, then I'll find them when I can.
Yeah. In fairness, I know where the base if that helps for you.
That would help.
Ragnarok got. Well, that's where I appeared again for the when. Okay, I'm just gonna refer to it as soul and body came back. My body came back second week. I came back 2 days ago.
Good to know.
Well, I have all of Ragnarok's memories, but I know I wasn't the one to do them.
Bit of a slightly similar situation. Not entirely, but I know vague bits of what Goliath did.
Yeah, well, I know exactly what
But
that
not...
one knew. No, yeah, I really do need to go punch him. He definitely made me propose to my boyfriend.
Oh?
Oh yeah, apparently me and Karis are now engaged.
Took you long enough.
It's been like... it's not even... What is it? 5 months? Yeah. It's not been that long, brother.
Yeah, still applies.
My God.
What?
You're an idiot.
Knowing you two, I'd have expected it to happen sooner.
Well, I kind of stabbed him, so... I stabbed him second cycle.
Yeah, I think we both know that doesn't really change much.
No, we got engaged the next cycle.
My point exactly, brother.
Me. Hey.
Fool.
I'm in enough pain as it is.
I know, I'd say I'm sorry, but
You're not.
not in that case. I'm sorry for Goliath, though.
He's not the
But
worst,
there's nothing I
actually.
can really do about that.
He's not the worst. Probably would have been better with me if I didn't do the control spell cycle too.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're both not being
Yeah, I wonder why.
Well, it wasn't completely my choice that cycle. Apparently me being influenced
You
by
still
people.
know my feelings under control.
I know. Well, technically you did it to me cycle 3.
See, now you lost me. But fair enough.
Oh, you don't? Fair enough. Yeah, that was more them.
The last thing you said, cycle 3? Brother, the last thing that I remember was finding Embrin in the box.
Oh, the bitch was. Okay, fair enough. No, yeah, pretty much straight after that, I got put under control spell by you, not you.
I mean, that wasn't Goliath, was it?
No. It was you still, but white eyes instead of red.
Huh.
In fairness, in fairness to them, they didn't use it for bad. More just
Right, yeah.
calling me a fucking idiot and making me actually get it healed.
Well, that's good, at least.
And then for it to come back again straight away next cycle. It doesn't like staying off of me, is what I've learnt.
You and me both.
So I kind of just gave up on trying to do the weakness harming obsidian.
Well, we'll find a way to fix it somehow.
Yeah, I'll be fine. In fact, it's kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, but it's not just you that has to deal with it, Chrome.
I know. You can fix the others, but yeah. If I'm not fixed, I'm fine with it. Although hearing chests open next to me and me having to flinch because of them is not fun. Apparently I've got really good hearing sight and yeah.
If what I said earlier was right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything that's concerning, though.
Yeah, it's kind of helpful. Makes it easier to find people.
Yeah, I guess.
Look, it was that or I was trying to find you for a lot longer than it could have been. And that would leave us guessing.
Well, here I am.
Yeah, mostly that would leave us guessing of whether we actually got to see each other.
Yeah, we were going to at some point.
True.
If what the first cycle has anything to say about that.
Yeah. Apparently just us two finding each other at least once a cycle is a thing.
I'm not gonna complain about it.
Neither am I.
Better than the alternative.
Yeah. It's either I find you or I find the man that wants to stab me. Or I find both. That's an option that's happened a lot. been stabbed a few times as well.
I hadn't noticed, Chronicle.
Wait, what is the total up to?
Do I even want to know?
Goliath twice, Cosmic once. Yeah, that's it. I think a pretty good number, actually. Brother, it's not like I can die. Well, I can, but I don't stay dead.
Yeah, but I don't want to risk that either.
I know I can come back. It's... Well, one, it's now tested, but two, I've practiced. I would have rather it not be tested as well.
Well, at least that applies to both of us then.
Oh.
I think I've died a lot more than I think I have.
You know... Yeah, fair enough.
It's hard to tell with
When the Goliath switches out.
Well, it's the fact that sometimes I feel like Goliath's memories are mine, so it's kind of hard to tell.
That's fair.
And whoever that other person is.
Yeah, they were interesting. Didn't really hide that they were different to you. Looking back on it, it would have been smart to ask. No, that was the one thing I didn't ask for.
Of course.
Look, Reed just broke me out of the spell. It wasn't high on my priority list.
Fair enough, but still.
Look, looking back on it, it was dumb, but yeah, wasn't. I had other things to do.
Fair enough.
Which included handing over the crown of Red Winter.
That's a choice.
I gave it to Dana. Probably the better person than I could have chosen.
I'm sure I don't disagree, but also, why? You were a good leader, Kron.
You
were.
But I knew my memories would go. And I wasn't sure if I would get them back.
But you did.
I wasn't sure if I did, if I would. I haven't in the past. I know that it's happened before, but I never remember it. One of my old gods, she liked to mess with my memories. Kind of a bitch for it, but...
How many gods did you have to deal with, brother?
I've made two. 2 deals with 2 different gods. As far as I'm aware. Yeah. I made one with Ethereal, which ended up saving our world. It's either I made that deal or our world would be gone. And I wasn't strong enough to drag our sister through a portal, so... I wanted to save her. And make sure you had a home to come back to.
If I can even go back.
Doesn't mean I won't try. I'm stubborn. You know this.
I am painfully aware.
But that was that deal. And I made my deal with Iterum. Fifth mission for her. Yeah, fifth mission for Ethereal. Which was essentially I do 10 kills in each one I go to at minimum. And in return, he helps keep me, well, not losing my limbs. And he keeps me healthy, so gets rid of most of my scars. And stuff.
Still questionable, but at least you... Seems like you at least got...
Look, that deal's better than...
Better than mine.
Yeah. Honestly, I tried to be smart about my deals. Keyword try. I'm not...
I was gonna say.
I think the one I was stupid on was Ethereals, but I was still young and stupid when making that one, so...
Well... You said you knew where... Lolita was?
Yep. Actually, not too far, to be honest.
Might go try and tie her at some point.
Yeah. Let's see.
Honestly, I feel like I need to if I stabbed her.
Yeah. She got stabbed last cycle. And if I'm able to put the timeline together correctly, it was after Goliath met Wolf, which makes sense, because those two rushed each other's throats. Oh, I need to explain to you my collection of souls at some point. We don't look at those yet. Do you want the explanation now or later?
You can do it later.
Okay.
Besides, I still have things to prepare for.
Yeah, final challenge is a couple days away.
A bit familiar, though.
Yeah, well, we don't know what it is yet. Honestly, hoping for PvP. We got Dodgebolt last time, so...
Good to know.
Goliath is terrifying with the bow.
I am honestly not surprised.
If it makes you feel any better, the first person he killed was the person that killed me.
Fitting.
He's a very good bow shot. He did that, I got one of the first kills. It was an interesting time.
I could only imagine.
But you have fun doing that. I'm gonna go find something to do with myself. In fact, do I still have... Oh, wonderful, I do. Okay, I found out what I'm doing later.
Fair enough.
I haven't been around in too long, and
Wow.
too many people on the server have houses.
Yeah, that I can understand.
Look, I think they've forgotten what I do, so time to go remind them. You have fun. If you want me to show you to a leader's base at some point, just message me.
Yeah.
See you around, loser.
See you on Kron.
Okay, where did... Yeah, let's go for sleep. Oh, that's just one irons, they're kind of pretty. Let's go house hunt. Teehee.